Want to talk about Carole King's Smackwater Jack today. And I'll read the lyrics, and then I'm going to talk about John chapter 4, verse 4 through 42, about the woman at the well, the Samaritan woman at the well. Okay, so let's go with Carole King first. Now, Smackwater Jack, he bought a shotgun because he was in the mood for a little confrontation. He just let it all hang loose. He didn't think about the noose. He couldn't take no more abuse, so he shot down the congregation. You can't talk to a man with a shotgun in his hand. Shotgun. Now, Big Jim the Chief stood for law and order. He called for the guard to come and surround the border. Now, from his bulldog mouth, as he led the posse south, came the cry, "We gotta ride, clean up the streets for our wives and our daughters." You can't talk to a man when he don't want to understand. No, 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 no. The account of the capture wasn't in the papers, but you know they hanged old Smack right then instead of later. You know the people weren't quite pleased because the outlaw had been seized, and on the whole it was a very good year for the undertaker. You know, you can't talk to a man with a shotgun in his hand. Shotgun in his hand. Smackwater Jack, yeah. Smackwater Jack bought a shotgun. Yeah, Smackwater Jack bought a shotgun. Okay, so what does this have to do? You know I'm going to say this has something to do with Jesus if you've seen my other videos. Now, why is Smackwater Jack a reference to Jesus or a nickname for Jesus? Why? Why would that make sense? So let's look at John chapter 4, and we'll start at verse 4. Well, I'll start from the beginning. When therefore the Lord knew how the Pharisees had heard that Jesus made and baptized more disciples than John, though Jesus himself baptized not but his disciples, he left Judea and departed again into Galilee. And he must needs go through Samaria. Then cometh he to a city of Samaria, which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph. Now Jacob's well was there. Jesus therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cometh a woman of Samaria to draw water. Jesus saith unto her, Give me to drink. For his disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou, being a Jew, asketh drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans. Jesus answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that saith to thee, Give me to drink, thou wouldst have asked me, thou would have asked of him, and he would have given thee living water. The woman saith unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water? Art thou greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well and drank thereof himself and his children and his cattle? Jesus answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water, springing up into everlasting life. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Okay, but that's John chapter 4. Okay, so Smackwater. What are we talking about? Smackwater. Smackwater Jack. This is the water. I think this is the water. Smackwater is the water that Jesus is talking about. It's but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Right? That's the Smackwater that is being referred to here in this song. Not that Carole King is aware of this, but this is what I think is going on. So Smackwater Jack, he bought a shotgun because he was in the mood for a little confrontation. He just let it all hang loose. He didn't think about the noose. He couldn't take no more abuse, so he shot down the congregation. Notice the congregation is associated with a church, right? Okay, so it's metaphorical, but it's Smackwater Jack is, in my mind, there's no doubt in my mind, Smackwater Jack is a nickname for Jesus. Okay, now what about this? He bought a shotgun. He bought a shotgun. Now, is that a real shotgun, or is that another metaphorical shotgun? In other words, you could look at the things that Jesus is saying as being a type of I got this impression from a song called "Long Cool Woman." This is the second song I noticed. I just want to go to "Long Cool Woman" for a second, and heard somebody shooting a gun. Okay, in "Long Cool Woman," when he says, "I heard somebody shooting a gun," he's not talking about a gun. He heard somebody shooting a gun is basically like saying somebody shooting his mouth off. Okay, so similar to what's going on with the shotgun in Carole King's Smackwater Jack. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm not gonna fill in all the blanks. It's a loose metaphor, for what. But Smackwater Jack, I feel, is a reference to Jesus, because the Smackwater is the living water, right? That's the Smackwater, and so Smackwater Jack is a reference to Jesus, a nickname for Jesus. Okay, that's it for today. I'll try and have another video for you soon.